Good afternoon. It is Thursday, October 8th. Skipped yesterday. After work, I just did some editing and worked on the documents and some NPCs for my the game that I want to run online, the New Divines campaign that I've been kind of working on for a while. Today, I got off work hour and a half ago, and I've been working on more stuff for the same thing. Basically, yesterday I finished up what I needed to do for everyone that I had information for, and then I sent out a message. I was like, I'm just waiting for Bob and Austin. Well, overnight, Bob said, done, and he got me everything I needed. So today, I did his character's stuff, and so now I can be like, just waiting on Austin then. I mean, I have so much that I'm trying to get done, and yeah, running another campaign is more stuff to focus on, but it also is working towards a project that is for the future to make things easier in the future. So, kind of, whatever. Focusing a bit on that. Otherwise, another thing that I bothered to do was throw some hamburger from the freezer into the refrigerator, because at some point I need to just get rid of all of the meat I have frozen in there and replace it, just so that it's, not in there for too long. But I got hamburger helper long ago, so I figure I'll make that for dinner. That's yesterday. My milk expired yesterday. So I see that while I'm getting ready to cook and I put everything back. I'm like, okay, I need milk to make the hamburger helper. But that's yesterday. Come on. Now this milk is not even opened. This is new milk. And I was talking to my mom real quick, seeing how she's doing. I think it's the first day. I think today's the first day she's been able to leave house after her quarantine, so she's trying to get things done. But she's like, oh, if it's not open, it's fine. And I'm like, she's like, smell it. And I'm like, I could smell it. It's gonna smell bad, because all milk smells bad. I don't like the smell of milk. I suppose if it's actually soured, it might be worse. I'm not sure if I'd recognize it or not. So I'm thinking about it. So I go look up online, and I'm a trust in Google. And apparently there is a dairy council. I don't know. Supposedly, unopened milk generally stays good 5 to 7 days past its listed date. Well, it's 1 day past its listed date. Opened milk should be good at least 2 to 3 days past this date. The thing is, if I do this and it's bad, well, I've not only wasted my time, but I've wasted hamburger helper box, and I've wasted a pound of ground beef. But if I don't, then either I have to go make a trip to the store just for milk, something I don't particularly like anyways. I have to get milk now with a new expiration date that's sooner than if I can wait. Or I have to just not have that and figure out something else to do with the ground beef that's already been thawed. So it needs to be used either today or tomorrow. And I thought today's a great day, because today I'll be able to make it. And if I have leftovers, I can have them for lunch tomorrow, because we're about to go into the weekend. And once we're going to the weekend, of course I got things to do. I'll probably end up with, hopefully, food with friends tomorrow, family the next day or two. Usually the weekends are pretty good food days. I like those. I like good food, and particularly like food if I just don't have to make it. Restaurant food is the best food. So it's a decision. And I'm going to do it. Fingers crossed it's fine. I mean, it should be fine. The Dairy Council says it should be fine. My mom says it should be fine. My brain says it's terrible. Just between you and me. I've been wrong before, so maybe I'm wrong again. I guess I'll have to try and give a little trust in the others. And the problem with this is, I mean, it looks fine, but I know that the milk in it expired yesterday. I'm also a little concerned. I mean, I don't know how long that ground beef has been in the freezer for. And just things like that, where I'm just like, my brain can play with me. And so if I bite into this, and it's no good, is it actually no good? Or is it my brain having already convinced me it was no good before I even bit into it? So I'm sitting here trying to mentally work myself into a point of hopefulness that it will be good, that I can believe, most likely is fine. Because if I don't first reach that spot, when I bite into it, it will be bad whether or not it is bad. Because my brain is a jerk. So, just trying to get my brain on the right side here so I can enjoy some dinner. It was alright. Not great. It's alright. I ate enough. I'm full. I successfully provided dinner. I'm not sure if it was the meat being a little off, or the milk being a day expired, or just my head messing with me, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping for, as I was remembering. Oh. It was dinner. It worked. Now I gotta do dishes. Otherwise, one of the other things I was working on this evening is still along the lines of working towards that filmed game that I was saying I was doing some of the world building for. But I made a couple sort of drawings of possible screen layouts. Just a general layout where everyone's shown, and one where the players are all on the side. My camera's really big, both, a nice way for me to be front and center to introduce, and also, if I have something like that, that means, assuming Discord will let me quickly and instantly switch from having a camera and sharing what's on my screen, then I could switch over and, say, show the map on screen, and I mean, I can show the map on screen either way, but if it works this way, where it's also my screen from Discord, then that would mean that I could also, the same time I'm talking about it to the audience, I'm showing the exact same thing to my players and talking about it to them, which would obviously be ideal. Otherwise, I could send them a copy of the map and just mention it, but, obviously it'd be better if everyone could be looking at exactly the same thing at the same time. But yeah, not really started working on getting those digital yet, but just coming up with the concepts for what I'm gonna need to work out. And those little note card drawings are gonna need to be made into images with transparency on the computer, so that they can go, that are exactly the dimensions that I'll need for my recording. Another time, though. Right now I'm gonna do the dishes, since I made kind of a mess making dinner, and relax, get to bed. One more work day, and then on to the weekend. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.